I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how I want to start this video, so I'm just gonna start it. We're just gonna figure it out together, and I'm gonna be very candid with you. There might be some tears. I hope that's okay with y'all and that it doesn't weird you out too much. See, I've struggled a lot in my journey as a YouTuber, and even though I've been doing this for a couple of years now, my channel hasn't had that magical explosive moment like a lot of channels have. You always hear about people who grow from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in a year, or people who just blow up beyond that. And that hasn't happened to me. Now, a lot of y'all are content creators yourselves, and so you know the feeling of getting started with something and struggling and trying to get your voice out there, yet you see someone else who starts after you, who blows up, who just does it so much better, and you're like, what's so different about them? Why are they so much better than what I'm doing? So I really hope that this video not only gets very candid and tells you the thoughts that I've been having throughout this process of trying to grow a YouTube channel, but it also teaches you a lot of lessons that you can learn whenever you're trying to grow as a content creator, whether that's on YouTube or that's your stream. Because a lot of these lessons that I've learned over the past couple of years just from YouTube, not including my Twitch, not including my podcast, are something that's so important just to the entirety of being a content creator, regardless of what platform you create on. This is gonna be hard. There's a group of streamer education channels here on YouTube, and I love all of the people behind them. I've talked to most, if not all of them, privately, and they're all amazing people. But there's one channel that I see that just blows my mind, and it's, of course, Harris Heller and AlphaGaming, as you saw from the title. I don't understand how this dude can do what he does, okay? Because even though we started about the same time, I think he started a little bit after me, he has blown up in a way that I was not expecting whenever I first saw his channel being created. I often find myself thinking, like, what is it that's making his channel so magical that isn't magical about mine? Why is he seeing this crazy growth and I'm not? So I'm just going to outline some of the things that I've learned throughout my YouTube career, things that I've learned from Harris, things I've learned from other people, and the reason my channel hasn't grown fast. And hopefully y'all can take this information with you and do something with it. But this is kind of a cleansing of my soul, because at this point, your girl freaking needs it. Also, side note here, love Harris, talked to him many times, mad respect for what he is doing, am not angry at him by any means, so don't get all like weird in the comments or try to create drama between us. We're still cool. So one of the first reasons that I think this channel took so long to start getting any traction was because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I knew that I wanted to make YouTube videos for streamers because I hadn't seen a YouTube channel doing it before, and I wanted to build this brand that could educate streamers. For the longest time, that was my passion. That was something that I wanted to see in the world. But coming into YouTube is a completely different ballgame from streaming. This is a totally different skill set, and it takes a long time to figure out if you don't have the self-awareness to go into a new project and immediately be able to find the solutions to all of your problems. And so something that I did was I just executed poorly. I knew what I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to put my personality out there. My thumbnails were terrible. Viewers felt tricked when they were watching my videos sometimes. I didn't even think out the points that I was trying to make during the actual videos very well. Looking back on the videos from a year or 2 years ago, I'm shocked that some of y'all even understood what the heck that I was saying. I don't know if Harris is just naturally gifted. I know his wife has a YouTube channel. I don't know where the heck this dude gets it, but like, he got it. And that's not fair. Where's my energy, dude? Give me some of that. I think the lesson that's really important here is that everyone has different abilities for this. Some people are going to jump into YouTube or streaming or content on any platform, and they're just going to have that self-awareness and the knowledge and the ability to be able to do really well like that. But a lot of people like myself and some of you are going to have to struggle. You're going to have to suck for a while, and that's just the way that it is, because without having that suck behind you, you're not going to be able to have that awareness the same as someone who already understands the concepts of the platform that you're trying to create on. So sometimes you just have to give yourself time. As much as it sucks to say that, you gotta suck for a while. I feel like I'm in a really good place with YouTube right now. I definitely understand a lot more about it now than I did back then, and I'm excited to start exploring some of these deeper concepts and sharing them with you as I'm learning them. But I also know that I have a lot left to learn too, and I want to share all of the things that I'm learning with you guys as I am learning them. I guess this is where I should say subscribe if you want to learn more about streaming on Twitch, about growing on YouTube, growing your Twitter, or growing a business, or growing yourself as a character within the scope of your content creation journey, which that's a big one right there. That's what I'm learning right now, and it is crazy. Another reason that my channel really didn't grow fast is that, oh Lord, did I rebel against the rules, y'all. Everyone told me that you had to have this specific intro, you had to have this specific meat of your YouTube video, specific outros, thumbnails, titles. You hear all of this information from all these other YouTube educators and other people that you're learning from. Some of it conflicts, some of it doesn't. You don't know what is useful for you and what isn't, and it is so paralyzing, right? We talked in the last video about analysis paralysis and how having too much information can actually overload you and prevent you from taking action. And that's very much how I felt whenever it came to figuring out what my unique style was on YouTube and the things that I was going to talk about and how I was going to stand out on this channel. Because when it comes down to it, YouTube is just like any other content platform. It's like Twitch, it's like social media. If you want to stand out, you have to be a little bit different. You have to approach things from a different perspective than what is already being done, which is very difficult to figure out. The reason that I rebelled against the rules so bad was because I knew that I wanted to be unique, I had to be unique, but it also came at the expense of people being able to find my work and being able to get the help that I could give them. And I think whenever you sacrifice the impact that you can have on people just because you want to be unique, that can be a little bit self-serving. It's not selling out to make a good YouTube thumbnail. So now I find myself really figuring out which rules matter and which ones don't. Which ones do I throw out to make my channel unique and which ones do I adhere to because they're very important and they connect more with people and make sure my content gets seen by more people. Am I alone in this? Have y'all ever wanted to rebel against the rules like this? Let me know down below in the comments. I don't know if I'm the only one. Another thing that prevented my YouTube channel from growing fast was I didn't use TubeBuddy to research my videos. There's a link for that below, but I still put a lot of stock in creating videos specifically for search. I thought SEO was the king, the end all be all of a YouTube channel. You better abide by that SEO. But if you look at a lot of amazing channels like Mr. Beast, their videos aren't optimized for search at all. No one is searching for spending $1 million in 24 hours on YouTube. Side note though, if you are, be my friend, because you've got some stuff that I want to talk to you about. So now I'm definitely researching my videos and using the tools like TubeBuddy to be able to get them out in search. And search is 50% of my channel. But at the same time, there are a lot deeper concepts than just creating a channel purely based on SEO. A lot of growing a YouTube channel is about you being a character, you being a personality, and the way that you share yourself with the people who are watching, the viewers, you guys. That felt like it got real meta for a second. It was weird. I also made a YouTube video about how to plan your YouTube videos if anyone is interested in learning a little bit more about this process, but I feel like this is something that Harris is really good at because he naturally kind of understands the topics that people are interested in and how to position them in a way that is really sexy with a great thumbnail and a great title to actually entice people to click on it. And it's not just based on SEO, it's not just based on search. He goes for something much deeper, which is him being the character and the personality of the channel. I think another thing that really prevented me from growing as quickly as I could have is just a general lack of relatability to the audience that I was targeting. I've shared these statistics before, but 80% of my viewers on YouTube are male. Now recently, within the past couple of months, this has changed to like 75% male, which is pretty dope because the ladies are coming out and I'm all about it. We stan a woman who is all about growing herself. But obviously, with an audience that is 80% male, the men that are creating the content are just gonna naturally relate to the other men viewers better than me. But there are a lot of things that I could have done in the videos to share more about myself, my story, my journey, the things that I've been through to relate with you all better, because you know what's really difficult? Relating to people and connecting with people while you're streaming. You know what feels really impossible whenever you are already trained as a streamer? Relating to people whenever you're just filming a freaking YouTube video and it's just your camera sitting there and there's not even a chat to connect with. Been a whirlwind trying to develop that skill, let me tell you. Relatability is really important. You want people to feel like they can actually connect with you, but it's not the only part of the way that you should be communicating whenever you're filming a YouTube video or you're streaming on Twitch. Especially whenever you are on YouTube, you have to think of how you are positioning yourself as a character, as the personality of the channel. And this is something I had no idea about until the past couple of months, and it's blowing my freaking brain. A lot of these successful channels on YouTube, Harris included, are successful because they're able to position the owner of that channel as a character. There are even people who are talking about investing in real estate, topics that seem boring as heck, but they're making it super interesting because of the way that they position it and the way that they bring entertainment value into them, also educating and teaching people. I've built this whole freaking Stream Coach brand, y'all. I've gone through hell and high water for this brand, but I'm not making Stream Coach reacts to good streamers videos. I'm not making Stream Coach reacts to bad streamers videos, like Stream Coach reacts to this new Twitch news, this new Twitch thing that happened. Why has that not happened yet? Obviously, another big problem that this channel has that the AlphaGaming channel didn't really have is the consistency differences. Your girl spent 6 months in the summer and fall of 2019 posting one video a month. No wonder we haven't grown this channel. You can't expect to grow your content if you're not even showing up and making the content. Myself and my editors are working on getting this YouTube channel to release every Tuesday and every Friday at 10 a.m. Central Time. So I guess if you want to learn more about streaming, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, my journey as a stream coach, consider subscribing and look for the videos then. But it has been really difficult to get there. I know a lot of y'all are thinking about either starting YouTube or streaming. How often should you stream? How often should you be posting on YouTube? And just your overall content schedule for your whole strategy. I can do a video on this if you want to learn how to integrate all of the platforms into a single strategy. Just let me know down below in the comments if that's something that you want. Oh, we can also make a version of that for you people who are doing full-time work and aren't full-time content yet too. I think the big reason that this YouTube channel hasn't grown very fast and isn't doing as great as it could have been is because of something that I'm learning a lot about right now, and that's sharing your YouTube journey. And it's really not just about posting videos that help people, that educate others, because as much as I love helping streamers and people who are trying to grow themselves as a content creator, there's a much deeper part about YouTube that I was completely missing out on. Every awesome YouTube channel out there is really just a channel that's trying to ask a deeper question. If you look at Mr. Beast, you can tell he's trying to constantly push the limits of what he can do. And what happens when a person is constantly trying to one-up themselves, is constantly trying to do things bigger and crazier. Another YouTuber I love watching, Vanessa Lau. What happens whenever someone quits their 9-to-5 job and starts to build their own business and then is inundated with all this instant success? What's the emotional journey of that? What does that look like? The content bug, another YouTuber I've talked about on this channel before. What happens whenever you can really figure out how to share your story, and it's the exact same story that your audience is going through? That special kind of magic that you can share with people is something that's unique to only you, because you're the one that's going through it with your unique personality, with you being the character that you are in your YouTube story. I haven't shared my journey like this before, and I think that it's time that I share it with y'all now. And I'm already getting emotional. Shit. See, I'm not one of those YouTubers that grew up with this cushy life. Whenever you have a single mom and you have 2 kids, it can be very difficult to provide for them and to give them what they need. And there would be nights where my sister and I were crying because we didn't have anything to eat. And I still remember my grandmother like reading us stories so that we could go to sleep because my mom was working her second job. My mom's in a much better position now. She remarried and she has an amazing husband who's my stepdad, but I want to be able to buy them a house. About a year ago, I got a call from the grandmother who used to tuck my sister and I in when my mom was working her second job, and she's looking for jobs because she can't afford to pay her bills. In a lot of ways, I feel like I'm my family's last hope to stop struggling, to feel freedom and comfort just at least once for a little while in their lives. And so some people in this streaming community have written me off because I seem very business oriented and I seem like someone who's just trying to make money by building this stream coaching business, but it's deeper than that. Business allows me to provide for my family and work towards that future where my parents actually have a house and my grandmother doesn't have to work into her grave. But I also get to help streamers, and I get to help people who are in that same financial situation or have a passion for the thing that I want to create these businesses over. And I get to help them provide for their families too. So hell yes, I want to create free content that helps streamers and other content creators and maybe even future business owners. But I also want to build a business that provides for my family and provides for other families out there that are passionate about the same things as I am. And that doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't mean that my content is any less than just because I'm not in a position to be able to give everything away for free. I know that there's a lot of opportunity out there, and I know that I'm on this really tough uphill journey and this battle of trying to go from being this fucking poor girl to being this badass boss babe like everyone talks about. But at the same time, I want to do it and I want to figure it out because I want to be able to provide for my family like that. And that includes my future husband and my future kids. But I want to do that ethically. I don't want to provide for my family at the expense of other families. And so something I want to start sharing more on this YouTube channel is that journey, is what I'm going through trying to make this happen for myself. And I hope that I can be more candid with you all like this in the future as I'm going through that journey. This video is getting really long and I need to go cry it out at this point. So if you want to learn more about how I grew my Twitch stream to 250 plus average viewers, you can click on this video right here. Or if you just want to learn about how to grow on Twitch, I've got an entire playlist of videos for you. I'll see you all later. Bye.